I'm too busy getting over. Feel like I've been working overtime every time it's you and I. Now I'm a little older, just like I told you. Feel like I've been working overtime, getting tired, you and I. If you really wanna know, just ask. Really wanna know where the mountains pass. Really wanna know, but you already know. I don't really wanna know. Welcome back to Badass Tarot 2. I am the Oracle, Oshun Ajay. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Justice for Kanika. Thank you guys for coming. I was talking for about 20 minutes on the first video that I tried to do on this before I realized that my microphone was muted. Okay. Good morning, Space Ghost. Thank you all for coming. Our Wrench Gang is in the building. Everything you touch is everything. Everything you touch is everything. Everything you touch is everything. So this morning, you guys, we are going to be talking about Phil from the Advised Show, Trey from Know the Ledge Show, Lovelyti 2002, and Unwind with TashaK. There is a school of thought that believes that these people are under attack. Today I'm going to give my take on it, my theory, and what I think about the whole situation. Everything you touch is everything. 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 Everything you touch. So these 4 YouTube vloggers are 4 vloggers that I watch regularly. And if you pay attention, these people are all going through it. Okay, so I'm gonna give my take on it, but let me first put out my disclaimer. Okay, specifically for Phil and TashaK. Okay, everything that I am going to speak of in this video is my own opinion, my own theory, my own observation, and everything that is going to be spoken regarding these other vloggers is a legend. Okay, so Phil and TashaK, do not come after a sister with your lawyers. Okay. So let's start with Lovelyti and TashaK, because I've spoken about them before when it came to the Star Marie, the whole Star Marie thing. Okay, so I'm gonna start with what happened, okay, with Star Marie. And let me also start off by saying that the attack that I feel these people are under is not really not about Star Marie. Okay, she's just a player in the whole thing. This is bigger than any of I think than any of you understand. Okay, so
the first time I saw Star Marie, who is Cardi B's alleged ex-roommate, who was, basically spilling all this dirt or, so-called tea on Cardi B. The first time I saw her, it was on Lovelty's show. Okay. And Lovelyti had not directly interviewed this girl, but Lovelyti basically had showed a live stream that she had done on her own personal channel, where she was talking about how she had been Cardi B's roommate, and if you guys want to know the rest of the the mess that she was talking about, just go look up that, because this is not about her or what she was saying about Cardi B, but this is about where I believe all of this these people open themselves up to be attacked. Okay. One of the ways, okay, I'm going to take it all the way back for you guys, though, to where I really believe that they actually acquired these attachments and were open to be drawn into the things that they've all been drawn into. Okay, I will say that Trey from Know the Lead show, he seems to be the least, the one who is least under attack, but he is being attacked. Okay, so all of these people are under different, and yes, Space Ghost, it is spiritual attack, and they are all being attacked at different angles and on different levels. Okay, so I'm going to start with Lovelyti, because she is the one who actually spoke out and talked about how she herself felt that she is under attack. Okay. So Lovelyti was, she first had Star Marie on the show. I mean, she didn't interview her. She basically just showed one of her videos and did a commentary on the video. Okay. And then after that, TashaK basically did an exclusive interview with Star Marie. Okay. Um, after the TashaK interview, all hell broke loose, okay, in all of these people's lives. Basically, it was like a 50-50 split between the viewers about how credible this girl was, and also that TashaK seemed to lose a lot of credibility with some of her viewers. Okay, so she lost some people and she gained even more back. Okay. And basically, Lovelyti came back and she apologized for basically giving this girl a voice, because after some of the other, and after doing more research, she basically didn't believe Star Marie. So she came back and apologized, and she took back all the things that she had said, and basically kind of had endorsed by, having this girl's live stream on her show. So she humbled herself and she came back and basically said, I think that I was wrong. I no longer believe what this girl is saying. And she had receipts, okay, to show that, this girl has said a lot of things that simply were not true. Okay. On the other side, TashaK continued to run with the narrative. I don't believe that she ever came back and apologized. A lot of people were saying that, she had basically crossed Lovelyti, that she had played her. They felt like she had flagged Lovely's channel, that they felt that TashaK was trying to compete with Lovelyti, who has been on YouTube longer and has more subscribers. Okay. They appear to have somewhat of a friendship. Lovelyti, I will say that I do know that she is an empath. Okay, so she was very emotional about the whole situation. She, had no choice but to be very truthful with her viewers and herself about the situation, simply because this is who she is at the core of her being. Okay. She basically said that she felt like she was under attack by this girl, Star Marie, who did subsequently release a video that she filmed in a graveyard. And, a lot of them don't really understand a lot of the deities and things that she had been putting on some of her social media, and, felt like she was practicing some sort of witchcraft. Okay. So basically, TashaK continued to run with the narrative. She continues still to this day to speak on Cardi B and stuff. But basically, what I have seen happen with TashaK is that her platform has grown, even though, she basically has just as many people not liking her right now as many people have do like her. But what I feel like is, even though she has continued to go with her show, She is no longer on the subject of on Star Marie. Right now, she's talking about other things, you know, Deb Atney, Waka Flocka Flame, and just all these other topics. But it's just off. Okay, her energy ever since coming into contact with Star Marie and doing all of the things that she did during at that time, her energy to me has been off. It has not been the same TashaK. Okay. I noticed that she's talking more about her own personal life versus other people. She is talking about other people, but I see her throwing in some of her own personal stories, more of her own personal stories than what she did before. And I believe this is in an attempt to kind of redeem herself or to try to, you know, make herself and her own life story more transparent, simply to try to equal, you know, have some leverage as far as how you're exposing, you know, other people's lives, and some of the things that are being exposed have not proven to be true. There's no real receipts to back some of the things that are being said. Again, specifically to TashaK, everything that I'm saying is only my personal opinion, and this is all alleged. So again, do not send your lawyers after a sister for speaking on the subject. Okay. Let's go to Phil. I'm gonna come back and, you know, recap all of this. Let's go to Phil. Phil from the Advised show. Phil is, you know, he appeared to be quote unquote pro-black, though he says he's not pro-black. He is about, you know, black empowerment, whatever. Okay, so you know, I personally I like Phil. I like his show. He is funny, but he also highlights a lot of the very serious issues in the black community, and he speaks a lot on you know, uh, racism, white supremacy, okay, and speaks about, you know, how what things that black people can do to remain united, to remain you know, to have unity in the face of, you know, all of the racism and things that we face every day. Okay, so I like Phil's show. And basically, what has happened to Phil is that someone took it upon themselves to research his personal life and found out that his wife was not black. Okay. And so basically, all the viewers, his viewers, are kind of split on whether or not, you know, he is qualified to be speaking on the things that he's speaking on, because Phil does speak about, you know, quote unquote, black people swirling, okay, with you know, non-black people, and how we need to you know, support one another in every way. And a lot of people are feeling like Phil is not supporting you know, the black race as a whole in the way that he's living his life. Okay, I personally do not have an opinion on it, because you know, I think that Phil speaks about not dating the dominant society. Okay, he does not. I don't really haven't heard him say not to date. You know. People who are just non-black, okay, because there's, you know, there's a school of thought that believes that there's only two races. So, you know, there's only black and white, and if you're, you know, you could be a white Asian, you can be a white Mexican, you can be a black Asian or a black Mexican. So basically, they're saying that race has nothing to do with your nationality, okay? And that's just, you know, one school of thought. Again, I personally, when I have seen, I know Mexicans, I've seen many Mexicans that look like Phil's wife, and to me, she looks Mexican. Okay, so you know, basically, people are always going to be split on that, and basically, the issue that his viewers have with him is that his wife is not black. So they've made this big, you know, drama about it. Phil has lost about 33% of his viewers over all of this. Um, People are just clowning him all over the internet. There's hundreds of videos of people just, you know, making, you know, just, you know, all types of, you know, negative commentary about Phil. So he is under attack. He's losing funding. He's losing viewers. He's, you know, his platform has changed. All of these people's platforms have changed in some sort of way. I will, Lovelyti has actually not posted a video in about 2 weeks. Okay. And after Star Marie, I think she only posted about 2 or 3 videos. Okay. So let's go to Trey from the Lovelyti show. And like I said before, Trey is the one who is the least under attack. the attack that I saw on Trey, which I could not find the original video, but I did post Trey's response to the video, which was which was funny. So I like Trey. Like I said, I like all four of these vloggers. Okay, and Trey, basically, some guy made a video about him talking about how he exploits the Black community, talking about how he probably doesn't even work a real job. He just sits up and makes YouTube videos all day, and just hating on Trey, all in his pockets, you know, trying to analyze how much money the guy makes, what type of person he is, and you know, just one of the haters that you know all of us YouTubers have. Once you gain a certain amount of notoriety, okay. So basically, Trey made the video responding to it and was speaking on all the drama going on in the YouTube streets. Okay, so here's my take on everything that's happening with them, and I do invite you guys to click on the links if you don't know who these people are or what their platforms are like or what their channels are. The specific links that I did include are examples of what I'm talking about. Okay, so the TashaK video that I included was her one of her videos that she tried to do after all of the Star Marie drama. And like I said, to me, her energy has been off ever since. She has continued to push forward. Her platform has continued to grow, but to me, it is not the same TashaK. And an example that I posted is this one where she basically was still trying to speak on Cardi B and saying that, you know, one of her quote alleged friends was, you know, spilling some more tea on her. She tried to upload the receipts, and the receipts were not there. So the person that she claimed that had, you know, told her all this information that she was, you know, speaking on Cardi B, she said that they had basically deleted all of the DMs that they had been corresponding back and forth with. Okay, so her show was kind of off. She had to shut it down for a minute, come back, and her energy was just off. And you know, ever since that, the whole Star Marie drama and the whole drama with Lovelyti and everything, I feel like she's been off. So the link that I put in there is one of her, you know, one of the examples of it being off. Okay. The link that I've added of Phil is one of where, you know, one of the viewers, basically one of the many videos that have been made about Phil and how he's losing viewers and all of this over, you know, who his wife is. The one that I linked about Trey is him responding to the hater that was, you know, basically trying to come for him and come for his lifestyle and come for his pockets and, you know, his character. The Lovelyti video is one where one of her viewers was basically commenting on the video that she created, because I believe she removed it. Okay, but a lot of the viewers had copies of it where she was saying she felt that she was under spiritual attack. Okay, so basically, let me see. I'm reading some of the comments before I go on. Well, no. Okay, so Space Ghost, I do believe Star Marie may have tried to do something, but this is bigger than Star Marie. Okay, this is what my theory, this is what I believe happened, because I have been noticing and been watching these people ever since this past summer when they all went to this, and I'm not going to say the name of the conference, but it's a conference that a lot of YouTube content creators attend every year. It's a yearly conference. Where people, where, you know, YouTubers go to sign up, and I'm going to be very careful with my words going forward with all of these sponsors. Okay, I will say that it's a two-syllable word, the name of the conference that they go to, and the last part of the conference, the last syllable of the word is con. They're very significant of what we're going to do going forward. Okay, I will say that a lot of Black YouTubers from the Black sector do not attend these conferences. Okay, for one thing that happens at these conferences is that there is a hierarchy of where you're able to, you know, what you're able to access at the conference. They are color coded by colors. So like if, you know, if you have a yellow badge, then you can only go to certain areas. You only have access to certain material and information. Certain sponsors will not be interested in you if you don't have a certain level of viewers and you know, influence over. Basically, they classify you by how much influence you have over the, you know, the social media platform that you have. So basically, if you have more viewers, then you're going to have more of a clearance to be involved in more of what's going on at this conference. Okay, basically, when they went to this conference, because I watched them and I was concerned at the time because I knew the energy around the whole thing just did not feel right to me. And you know, basically, when I'm done with this, what I'm going to do is I'll put a link, okay, so y'all can know what this conference is and some of the things about what it is. But when they went to it, I knew something wasn't right at the time. Okay, basically, what they don't understand is that, and this is why a lot of people don't go to these, and when they do go, they are not really, you know, pleased with their experience if they are not a big YouTuber. You know, if they don't have, you know, thousands, you know, 250,000 plus viewers, things like that. Okay, so they all went. Now I'm not sure if Trey went, and it's another reason why I feel like he is not as attacked as the other three. The other three, they most definitely did go. They were there. They gained sponsors. Um, these people, you know, have some level of control and financial support over these people's platforms. Okay, so I want you guys to pay attention. This is when all of their platforms began to change, and they began to speak more out about the high profile celebrities that they speak on. Again, TashaK in particular, I see her arguing with a lot of celebrities about the tea or the wine that she spills about their personal lives. Her very inside sources that she seems to have about these people. She has had to deal with R. Kelly's lawyers, with Cardi B's lawyers, with you know, just a lot of different celebrities lawyers. Okay, Deb Atney, who's a very big a name in the, you know, in the hip hop community. Just, you know, just because of the things that she says about people's lives. And Tasha K really does not seem to have any, you know, worry about it, because she's always talking about how she has her team of lawyers. Okay, now I watched all of these people when they first, you can go back to when they first started, and a lot of them were just like us smaller YouTubers who started making the videos in our living rooms and our bedrooms, and now they all have like professional studios. You know, they've all of their channels have grown. Their video quality, you know, is a lot better. Their sponsors are more, you know, of in the elite. Okay, so what I'm going to say is, those of you who know about what happens with the elite and when contracts are signed, and these people really don't understand what they're signing. Okay, and what they have done is assign themselves up to be, you know, to mingle with the elite. They have all accepted a slice of the devil's pie, and this is why all of their platforms have changed. This is why they are going more after the more high profile cases. It's why they are taking risks that they normally would not take. This is why they are all under attack right now. Okay. Again, I am not going to really speak too much on the name of the conference, but I will put a link in the description so you guys can go and know what this conference is about. Okay, but what I will say is that at this conference, I know that 3 of the vloggers signed contracts with these quote unquote sponsors. And I don't think that they realized, or if they, you know, even if they realized that they were signing up, you know, to be, like I said, part of the quote unquote elite, they did not understand what was going to begin to happen to them once they had done this. Okay, they have no idea of the principalities that they are mingling themselves with. Now, I will say the one who is feeling it the most is the empath out of the group, who is Lovelyti. Like I said, Lovelyti has not posted a video in in about 2 weeks. And I would like to invite you all to lift her up in prayer because she is, very uncomfortable with what is going on. Okay. Um, TashaK to me seems to have, honestly, and again, this is only my opinion, she seems to be the most um, possessed of them all. She is not the same TashaK. Okay. Um, there's definitely something that is off, and I would invite you guys to take a closer look and pay attention to her in her latest videos, okay, and especially to the one that I posted, okay. The energies around her are not flowing in the right direction, even though appearances may appear so. There is definitely something going on there with her, okay. Phil is under attack. Um, I feel a great sense of loss that he is feeling, but he's trying to push forward. But Phil is, I can see that he is not um, faring well with the new level of the quote unquote control that his quote unquote sponsors have taken over his platform. Okay. um, the level of control that these quote unquote sponsors have taken over all of these people's platforms is the reason why they are all under attack, why they're all have been knocked off of their square. I did not see Trey go to this particular conference, and this is why, and I'm not saying that he didn't, I don't know, but even if he did, I don't feel like that he came into contact with some of the people that these other vloggers actually came into contact with, which is why he is the one who is least under attack and would probably be able to shake it off. Okay. So this is my theory on all of these people. And again, I invite you to watch the clips. I invite you to, I will also put a link to the some information about the particular conference that I'm speaking of. And again, basically it breaks down to me saying that when these people attended this conference and signed up with these quote unquote sponsors, they did not realize that they were signing up to be controlled by the elite. Okay. And this is why they're going through what they're going through. Okay. If I'm going to read some of your comments before I go, and if you guys would like to speak further on the situation, on the subject, we can definitely do that. But I wanted to come through this morning and speak on it because it's been on my heart. I would like to invite you all to lift these people up in prayer, okay, and protection, because they definitely need it. Again, I don't have really any opinions about them personally as people. I have been concerned about them ever since I saw them go to this conference. Okay. People, they had no idea what they were walking into. Okay. But I know, like I said, the one who felt it first and the one who feels it the deepest is the empath out of the group, who is Lovelyti. Okay. So I'm going to read some of your comments. Okay. So yeah. So for the people who will watch this later, thank you. For the people who are in the chat right now, thank you all for coming. This is my theory. There are links in the description if you don't know who these people are, and links that are highlighting what these people are going through. And when I am done, I will put a link to something, like I said, regarding the actual conference that I'm speaking of. Okay. But I did have to be very careful with what I'm saying because, they are always watching, and, you don't want to become a target yourself. Okay. But that is basically what these people have done, is made themselves targets. Okay. So, again, thank you all for coming. Until we meet again, my people, keep it classy, keep it clean, and do what you got to do to make shit happen. Peace.
Undress my body, say goodbye and watch it convert. can give you what you need. I can give you what you need.